there, YouTube. We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for you fellas and ladies. I don't know why I'm saying fellas and ladies this time around, but anywho's.
folks, we're here with another video.
Yes, I'm joined by the highwayman himself, the Gallant King, as many would call him nowadays, DJ.
That's not true. I don't think anyone calls me that.
I do.
You know what I do think? I think I missed a spot on the back of my head that I'm feeling right now when I shaved earlier, and it's like the back of my skull has a soul patch.
Maybe you just roll with it, man.
How did I miss that?
While you ponder the realm of the bald, we've got some matches from Sully's Abode from you guys. They are the local card shop that we go to every Thursday night for Digimon. Start about 6:30 p.m. Located in Bolingbrook, Illinois. So if you're in the area, check us out. Check the shop out. I'll drop their TCG player link down in the video description along with their Twitch. Their locals will be streamed for 2 weeks in a row. And then they'll be off for a week, and then we'll kind of get back on schedule. We'll keep you guys posted as to when that's actually happening. But if you want to check out their Twitch, you'll know where to find us there. But today's matchup features TJ, the Gallant King, playing Gallant, going up against our Judge, Jury, Executioner in Jorel, playing Royal Knights.
The Punisher, some might say.
Yeah. So, I mean, a matchup against two very top dog meta decks right now. So I'm definitely interested to see how this played out between you guys. So should be a good one for sure. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And enough yapping. Let's hop right into the round.
I don't remember what I was gonna say. It's gone.
How do you feel? Because I know you were on Magna for a little bit, right? And I think the biggest reason you swapped over to Gallant was more so because Oryukin Ace was. It's without the new. Yeah. I just dropped Oryukin Ace, or Royal Knights just dropped Oryukin Ace, and then it was kind of curtains.
Yeah.
How do you feel like Gallant goes into Royal Knights compared to?
Gallant feels so good in the Royal Knights.
Yeah.
I won't lie. It feels pretty damn near free. You like the Oryukin Ace is still their best form of removal against you because it gets around you playing out the Gallantmon, especially with all the DP boosts you get, because you don't pop at the end of your turn. So you have your protections, right? They do minus 15k on you. You're so big though because of all your evoing effects that you're probably not going to die when the memory actually passes over, not until turn resets and you actually jump back down.
Sure. So
they get around a lot of your Growl X on deletion effect that it gives you. But otherwise, because you're so efficient at just going up your line, you don't care about passing turn and swinging and doing damage. You get so much chip in there so quickly that it's very, very hard for Royal Knights to keep the pace unless they see consistent blockers, and they have to go very fast. And it's hard too because you control boards so effectively that they often will sometimes be starved of sources. Mind you, obviously, Royal Knights has plenty of means of getting extra sources now without having to actually leave things on board, but it's still tough because they have to see those pieces.
Sure. Speaking of fast though, Jorel, there's a pretty interesting play there. I mean, it did the damage, right? Played out a Magna, purged out a Just X, and was able to swing with Alliance straight into your boy. But I don't think you particularly care as much because you've got a pretty solid line here. You go roll Growl X, you can pop the Just X with all the inheritable buffs because you did play it well, going to 0.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of playing with the memory.
Yeah, and then you go into Gallant. Gallant will pop the Magna. We'll go ahead and swing and do the 2 checks.
Yep, 2 checks.
And just like that, I mean, you have a situation now where you have a Gallant X.
Yep.
And Jorel has no sources under the King Drazzle because of just how fast you went.
No sources, no cool boy, nothing's played out. I'm a huge body right now. Because I was already plus 3k off of the. I was plus 6k, and I'm plus another plus another 8. So I'm plus 14. So I'm just 26k. And this is what I was saying, right? Where oftentimes when I push up, my turn's so explosive, I just do all of security. Security's just gone. And so this is really the spot that I find myself so frequently in with Gallant, where it's like I get through security, I don't quite have game. And so this is where it kind of becomes like the real tango of like, okay, what can my opponent do? Because I might have given them a lot of resources from security. Can they consistently keep a line up or keep me controlled to the point where I can't do anything? Which some decks can do it really well. But it's hard because Gallant has so many tools now, especially with Rush, that just make it very difficult. And you can put so many cards in trash so quickly where even if they clear your line, you also just get so many cards in your trash from the line going gone. Right? Because like right now, even this stack right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces. Now, mind you, I'll protoform one thing and put another thing back to hand, so it'll be 7 pieces in trash, but still a lot of cards.
Wait, protoform? I thought that was a regular X.
No, it's protoform.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So I do go bye-bye.
That's fair, but and I think another point that you talked about in some of our other videos, right, is this protoform. I believe if you have a Growl X, which did you or no?
I did, but the problem is that so I get DP minused.
Oh.
However, I'm still too big because I'm still plus the other plus 14k.
Right.
So I live past that even when the memory slides over, and then once my turn comes back around and my DP boost is gone, then I get popped. So I lose out on the end of because it only lasts till end of turn. So now I'm just kind of stuck in a spot of like, okay, I have to consider what I want to do here. Right now, the Rush Gallant is a 5-drop. Because I reduced by 8. So I will play. I'll pop the Oryukin Ace.
So it's
5.
a free Rush Gallant. What you're saying.
Yeah, I'll gain the 5 back. He'll suspend me. He can't pop me because there's not enough bodies on board. So I will just play out a Gallantmon. And at this point, I'm just trying to find pieces to see if there's something I can do.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's the scary thing, man. It's just like you're so much on the front foot. It's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
And yes, you have to find your pieces, you have to find your stuff, but I mean,
it's not hard.
Right. And that really you have so much hard. Search, you have the X antibody line that does a lot of like Gil X lets you cycle more, Growl X lets you cycle more and set up trash. Like it's just oh my.
What I was looking for. Yeah, so I just go on the X, bot deck, and then swing for game. We go to game 2. Yeah. And the other thing too, and this is something that I learned that I've been considering, and I tried to put it into practice tonight, and it definitely paid off. Where like obviously I always try and set up in the back first if I can, but there are games where if you have enough memory, depending on the board state and like the deck you're playing against, you honestly don't mind just hard dropping the Gil and not evoing in the back just to get the extra search to make sure you find your pieces.
Sure. Sure.
Goldie, one of my good friends who plays a lot of Gallant, that's something that he picked up on and something he learned from another really good Gallant player in the Florida area, actually in Risu's area. Maybe he's in Colorado. I don't remember if it's from the old shop or the new shop that Goldie goes to.
No, that's fair. I mean, like even watching a lot of the competitive play, like in the regionals, not ulti cups, but like case tournaments and whatnot. Like like there have been so many times where like Gallant players have been like, I'm just gonna choose to play it out first. And I'm like, to me, that's like it's a bit harder for me to like swallow that because I'm not used to doing that. But the more I see that play go into effect and see what they can do with just 3-4 memory and a training, it's crazy.
Yeah. So Jorel does chip an X anybody out of security, which is really good for me. I am able to go up to 3 here. So I decided to just go ahead and just start trying to net some advantage. Pop the Sister. Tap the Kato to gain a memory. Go Growl X. Get my extra draws. I did unfortunately have to bottom deck my Rush Gallant. So I will have to dig my way back down there if I want to see it. Right now I'm just getting going. I will say you definitely need to get your EX2 Takatos on board as fast as possible. Or even the like you need a Takato on board. You need to be able to get all the rush that you can. Because you just want all the aggression as possible, like you can possibly get.
Right.
Yeah, I do swing. I'm able to. I only have 1 chip because I don't have a War Growl X, unfortunately. Go Growlithe X, burn top.
This man says
swing
only
another
one
check.
chip, unfortunately. You already got down 3 security.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would have been all 5 if I had the work.
okay, geez.
So it's not optimal. And I do have Omni-X, so I was considering it, but I'm like, you know what? It's too early. I don't want to lose him. I want to save him as like a win piece. So I just drop a Gallantmon in the front, just to give another body that has to be answered.
Especially with a deck that has a lot of removal answer options like
Yeah.
Royal Knights, you might as well just wait till you're ready.
Right. Grab a Jorel X. He does drop a, or you can ace. And then just plays Marcus for 5. And does wipe my board, which is pretty good. So I don't get anything back. Everything just goes bye-bye. And this is us just figuring stuff out right now with the Growl X. I do go ahead and just start building again.
I will say though, like as someone who's played against Gallant and who's also played like a decent amount of Royal Knights this set, I feel like as a Gallant player, you don't mind that as much because if you look at Royal Knights' board state, they've got nothing tucked under sources yet. You know, you've got an Oryukin Ace that's out there, but that's really about it. The cool board setup is still gas, but like you have time to do your thing, right? Like you're not worried about like the next turn Omni play where everything comes out and you're done.
Yeah.
You know you have at least a turn or two to really like set up and get going.
Right. The only time that I'm genuinely usually like really scared of Royal Knights is if I see a lot of purges. If I see purges and they have Gallant or Omni X's loaded, then I'm really scared. Otherwise, I just know that they're probably going to try and answer my board every time, and that's fine. I don't mind it too much. I think one of the good things too with Gallant into the Royal Knight matchup is that Gallant also kind of it puts Royal Knights on a timer, right? Because Royal Knights is normally the one that kind of will set a pace and will make you feel like you're on a timer, but it feels very much the opposite with when you're playing Gallant into it, because you do so much damage so quickly that you make them feel like they have to kind of scramble to keep their security up to stay alive.
That's fair.
Jorel does a good job here though. He does choke me down to 1, gets 2 draws, sets up a board with 2 blockers and decoy. Very, very good. Push up again memory off the Geel, pop boost, go to 4.
Here we go.
Yeah, go Geel X.
Double hit.
Yep, which is really good. Protoform in the Crimson mode. I'm debating which Growl I want to go into. I think I actually made a little bit of a misplay here. Because I could have actually cleared the board a lot, pretty well. I'll go over it when we get there. But right now, I'm basically deciding if I want to go into a 19 or a 17 Growl. So I'm debating if I want to drop to get the extra Staccato right now, if it's smart for me to get the Tamer advantage this early, or if I want to try and control board more heavily. I do opt to go into the 19 just to get the extra Staccato on board, because I'm like, you know what, the extra memory could be big. That's not a bad idea. I do get my extra draws. My deck's also getting kind of low at this point too, because I've been drawing so much.
It's not a bad thing with Mirage gone though.
Nope, not one bit. I do Protoform. Go into a Wargrowl X. I'm missing a BT12 Wargrowl. I tried to pop the Lord Knight, and I forgot about the decoy on the sister. But I gained the memory back. I'm debating right now if I want to tap the Staccatos or if I want to leave them. I'm just trying to think of where it'll put me memory-wise.
Right. You're looking at that Crimson, which you just need to find a way to get rid of. Well, I mean, yeah, if you can get rid of the bodies on board, then Crimson just goes for game here, I would assume.
Yeah, I have to gain the 2. The one thing right now is that I'm thinking about level 7 plays, but I'm realizing I don't have a 6.
Oh.
I don't have a Gallant or a Gallant X, and it's slowly sinking in. I'm not quite there yet. You'll see in a moment. The realization does hit at a certain point. Because right now I'm just trying to debate how I want to clear things. I was also trying to think about ways of like removing the Omeka without putting it into the
Oh, there they are.
in this X. Yeah, I do some digging here. Find the Gallant X. I just split up the cards so that way they're not gonna get too jumbled later.
Okay, well, those are also very good hits.
Yeah, I do dig my way back down to the Rush Gallant, so we have come full circle from the start of the game. Counting cards in trash.
I mean, here wouldn't be bad to just go Gallant X here, pop the Lord Knight.
Yeah, so that's my thought.
Right.
I do sequence things, I think, a little bit kind of poorly. So I Evo, my mindset was to leave the Omeka, because for some reason I was forgetting Omeka had blocker. I just wasn't thinking about it, which is really dumb on my part. So I do the +4, -4. I opt to blitz first, +4, -4 again on the Lord Knight. I should have done it. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I couldn't pop both realistically.
I was gonna say because one either would redirect and the other would block. The only difference, only real difference, is just the sequence of deletion. Because Omeka gets deleted and will get tucked in regardless.
Yeah, exactly. So I opt to just swing into security, force Jorel to have to block with the Omeka. Well, I don't force him. It's his choice. Give him the option to. He does. I do pass over more memory than I would have liked because I couldn't get a BT12 War Growlin stack. But you know, I have a Gil X on the board. I have my Gallon X. I have Rush Gallon in hand. Like, I still have 2 tamers. Like, I'm feeling good. I have a good board state.
You're in a really good spot. I mean, Jorel's reducing by 9, but there's only so much you can do against 2 bodies, and the big thing right now I feel like is Gallant X being immune to effects until he passes memory over. Right? Like, if this were anything else, that's not an easy out, but there are outs where you can still string along some plays with your cool boys. The minute he tries to swing back turn and gain back a little bit of advantage, the Gallant X immunity kind of kicks in.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, so he does opt to Omni here. He'll do the -15. I was realizing that I'm really big, so doesn't Cool Boy just yet.
Sure.
It's debating if he wants to choke me to 1, let me pop like this, or if he wants to try and swing turn back and try and do something else. Does opt to do it. Draws 2. So he's sitting pretty good. Does just Fire Rocket. Will swing.
Oh, no.
So, funny thing here, I do go Crimson mode, and he's like, I'm 16, you can't pop me. And I'm like, no, I have the alt turns and the DP boosts. So I pop him, go to 5, but then as soon as turn swing's over, I die because I'm -15 still. So I instantly overflow the memory back to 0, but but you know, turn passes at this point, so I still keep turn.
Yeah, I mean, you also don't care as much because what's Omni gonna do right now?
Yeah, exactly.
No more Drazzles. You have 5 security now.
Perform goes on
You've
top.
been chilling.
Goes bye-bye. I still have the Gil X on board, which is nice. Able to hatch. I'm realizing now that I should have grabbed back a Gallantmon because I do not have a Gil in hand, by the way. So that was a little bit of a blunder on my part, a bit risky. I do just go ahead and swing. I hit an Omni X out of security. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I dropped the Rush Gallant with the idea of I'll blow up the Omni.
I was about to say he can do that.
Yeah, he does get the Cool Boy effect of when he would leave. He can play that out and then do that. Everything still has to get deleted, so I still am able to tap the Takatos to get the memory and keep turn, which is good for me. So I'm able to just kind of set up. I go Gil X in the back. And I'm still at 5 security. There's 1 security left on his side. Like, I just need to set up to just kind of play like my turn as best as I can, be as effective as possible. So right now I'm just debating what I want to do. I think I end up dropping. Yeah, I dropped the memory set of Takato. So I'm like, you know what? I need to make sure I have as much memory as possible for my plays.
That's not a bad choice at all.
Yeah, just make it so that I can't be choked. Which, I mean, it's not super concerning with this setup, but like, I was worried like Last Guardian hitting the board for 4 and putting me to 1, something like that, yada yada, and just him just being able to keep swinging with Omni X every turn, just doing big damage, and me not being able to do anything.
Sure. But even then, that's still like a what, like 2 to 3 turn investment that we're gonna have to see, right, in order for him to go for game. So yeah, you chill. Oh. Well, there it is.
Does drop a sister, which gives him decoy with stuff. Does drop
the Last Guardian.
Yeah, which is good. I mean, it's just another form of protection. Grabs the Omeka.
Swings without suspending, so it hits the protoform.
Yeah. And so I'm just checking how many Omni X he has in trash, and I can't remember how many Jorel runs. I think he runs 3 in this build, which that's where my mindset was at the time. So I was like, okay, there's 1 on board, there's 1 in trash. He might have the other 1 in hand, or he hasn't run into it yet, which is hopeful for me. I'll start going up my line, go into the Gallantmon, pop the sister, get rid of the decoy, gain a memory back off of Gil X.
We see that you have a BT-17 Gallant now. So you could, in theory, just climb the line here. If you wanted to. Omni does have blocker, 16k, but I mean, you're going to be able to definitely climb up big guy line. Right?
Yeah, I should... Actually, I think I should be at 1 less memory. Did I evo only for 1 at that Gallantmon?
I don't think so.
No, I think I did.
Did you gain memory from the GLX too, right?
I gained the 1 off of popping her, so I should have been 1 short. I was at 3, and then I went down. Oh no, you put me to 4. That's why. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. I'm forgetting I was at 4.
Okay. So War Growl, Protoform into a War X, I'm assuming, for free. Gain the DP buffs. Oh,
I do a scramble, so I scramble, go into Gallant here. I can't pop it because I'm only boosting by... Yeah, I'm only popping 10k or less right now. But I am plus 3k because nothing gets popped, so I'll swing into security is what I think I do.
Yeah, so you're 14, 17 because of the War Growl X effect.
Yeah.
And...
I'm debating if I want to go Gallant right now. Sorry, I hit my knee on my desk. I swing, decide to force the block because at least this way, if he doesn't play anything else back out on the board, I can go into Gallant X and just unsuspend and you know, pop something or unsuspend and just swing for that the check.
Okay, so we will burn the last Guardian here, which I think is good for you. I think that just gives you the green light to say let's do it.
Yeah, so I evo the 1 here. Plus 4, -4. I'm able to delete it now because I put it down to 12. He does Cool Boy here to play out 2 Omeka. That goes bye-bye. He does draw 1. Does actually top deck the Omni X. I can't be bounced to bottom of deck, though, which is good.
Yeah.
So he will delete that. I'll gain 1 memory back. So at this point, I'm debating what I want to do. I still have the Omni X in hand. So I'm just like, I could just swing bottom deck it and call it a day, but if for some reason, like I hit another blocker, it's going to be really annoying. So I'm just trying to decide.
Oh, hello, Medieval.
How I want to do things.
So you pass. Oh, no,
yeah,
you drop
so I opt to pass.
Yeah, I have to pass. Okay.
Yeah, I opt to just pass. 'Cause I'm like, you know what? I think this is fine. I also only have 1 card left in deck, so I didn't want to Evo and then have Jorel potentially just like have his body just like swing into me and die and then just pass turn.
Well, if you had Omni X, could you just Evo and then bot deck his guy?
I could, but I wouldn't be able to get the last check. I'd have 0 cards in deck, and then he wouldn't have anything on board for me to scramble when turn swings back around if he didn't leave anything on board, and then I just lose.
Oh yeah, that's because you're just.
I would have if it was BT9 to anybody, I could swing do it and then I turn swing again, but I couldn't do that.
Right.
So Jorel's stuck. He does go ahead and just end of turn make it so that the Gallant X swings with rush, or no, the Omni X rather I think swings. I still have to be careful because I'm worried about an ace play.
Sure.
But I am really big, which Jorel reminds me. So I do swing into security. I get +4. So the only real threat here is if I hit another 16k body, which even if I did, I was fine. I still had some other things live.
Yeah.
And then I just go Omni X, clear board, and go for game, just pass. And yeah, Jorel made me work for it. He definitely made me work for it. He played it really well as best he could with the end of turn bit stuff there.
Yeah.
It's just hard. Gallant just recurs so many pieces and just pushes so much aggression. It's hard to keep up with. And I think like you said too, the fact that he has to pass the memory over to some extent to actually do anything to me, and even then I'm too big to immediately get rid of. While sometimes it kind of hinders me, it also is just kind of tough.
Right. Because as we've seen, like there's so many search and digging that it almost doesn't feel like it's an X antibody deck. You know what I mean?
No,
like there's just so much like digging. You can find your pieces very quickly. So yeah, even if I deal with your Gallant X, and if I've given you the 5 memory to do so, because more often than not, right? Like we've seen you set up like Takados, trainings. Like more often than not, 5 is enough memory to just like go straight up a line and then some. You know?
Yeah, it's all I need.
So
it's all you need as long as you have the right sources. Like, yeah, because you have. And that's the thing I think why Gallant feels so much better than other X anybody decks to me is because you have so much more consistent search while still having positive inheritables.
Right.
Because you have a dig 4, You have 2 dig 4s off of Gil and Men Boost. You have a dig 2 off of Training. You have a dig 3 off of Gil X. You have an extra draw off of Growl X. You have all the extra draws off of going up your line. Meanwhile, you're controlling the entire board and gaining protections and gaining memory. Like, it's insane. You get so much benefit. And while, yes, it's a lot of pieces to work, you have so much search at your low end, at your base. Also, like, your draw, GG, it's huge. It's massive. Like, you can find your pieces very consistently and consecutively. And it honestly feels like once you get that first line in game done, as long as it was a half decent line, you're ready to probably just keep on pushing out more. Like, you keep the aggression, the pace going after that first initial push up.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think you've been putting a clinic on how to run Gallant for a lot of our viewers. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. You're definitely tempting me to see if I need to just start practicing Gallant. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like I said earlier, hit us up on their socials. If you're looking for the deck lists, please do hit us up on Discord. It is the best place to find them. I swear, if there's another comment on the YouTubes about where the deck lists, I'll be coming for you.
Someone's gonna do it on purpose just to bother you.
Touché. But thank you guys as always, and hopefully we see you on that next video. Bye.